Hello everyone and welcome to another FPL video on the channel. In this video we'll be reviewing our game week 3, how our players did, how our transfers went, and then we'll be looking forward to game week 4 and potential moves and what our squad will be. So let's get into it. So here is our game week 3 team. As you can see, we managed to get a total of 45 points. Not a great week, to be honest, not a good week at all. Our first poor game week of the season. So let's go through the team. The defence was horrible for us. Ward got 1 point. James, Henry both got 1 point. Trent and Cancelo both got 0. That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. Ward, I brought him in this because he had a better fixture than Meslier. However, Meslier goes and keeps a clean sheet against Chelsea. Typical. Didn't keep a clean sheet in his first 2, but does it against the hardest team. Then, of course, James, they ended up getting battered by Leeds 3-0. Henry is rather unfortunate. Not the fact for the clean sheet, but he did get an assist to Tony, and it was ruled out by, the finest of margins from VAR. Trent, again against Liverpool, did not look good. Was shocking defensively and attacking-wise. Didn't really do too much in the game against Manchester United, in which United won. Then Cancelo, Newcastle were superb in that match. They gave City a real good match, and they could have won it, but of course they conceded 2 goals and ended up drawing 3-all. So then into midfield, this is where it gets a bit better for us. Martinelli again returns with an assist. Can't complain with him at all. 6.4 million, I believe. He's flying in the prices. Yeah, get him in your sides if you haven't already. Then we have Pascal Gross, one of the transfers in. He manages to get a return, which is good stuff. 6 points for him. He got an assist against West Ham United. I'm happy to own him moving forward. He's an attacking player. Unfortunately, we now know that he's not on penalties, which is a bit of a blow, but it was never guaranteed anyway. So yeah. And then we have Mo Salah. Managed to score against Manchester United and got bonus points, or a point I believe. It was a very fortunate goal. He was not involved in the game once again. Liverpool were very poor. So, Salah, I'm not going to say I'm going to get him out now, but he's definitely on the radar to potentially be moved on, because at 13 million, I could move the funds around, or even move to say like a De Bruyne who is on good form. So onto the attack now. Haaland returns with 6 points, another goal for him. He had a couple more chances, a 1v1 which Pope saved, and also another one where Pope pushed it onto the post. So again, he's looking good. He's getting some chances, and he's definitely just going to keep on scoring, so I'm happy to own him. Ivan Toney, we brought him in this game week, and he's returned well for us. 8 points, you can see there. He got a goal, he got bonus points, and like I said earlier with Henry, he should have had another goal, but it was disallowed through VAR, through the finest of margins, so he could have had a double-digit haul on his debut for us. But moving forward, the fixtures are excellent and he's on good form. So then, Captain Jesus, this is so disappointing. He ends up getting 8 points for us. He got an assist and a yellow card, but it was a could-have-been match. He had chances. He had a pre-assist where Martinelli had a good chance. It got saved and fell to Odegaard. On another day, Jesus could have walked away there with a nice haul, but again, happy to own him, and yeah, an enticing fixture next round. So as you can see on the bench, we got some high scores. We got a total of about 23 points, I believe, which is pretty painful. Trippier scores a beautiful free kick versus City, and Andreas nets himself an assist and some bonus points. So it wasn't to be for our week. As you can see, our overall rank now is 1 million. We dropped about 700,000, which is painful. But on to bigger and better things. Let's see what we're going to do for game week 4. So potential targets like I did last week. The first one is going to be Wilfried Zaha. Now, he's on excellent form at the minute. He got 2 in the last game. He scored in the game before that as well. Unfortunately, he does have Manchester City this fixture, which is not ideal, but Palace are not too shabby against Man City in recent history, and you know, Man City are there to be had. So do I think he'll return? Not necessarily, but he's won for the fixtures after that, and I think at 7 million it's not that bad of a price, as he's the main scorer for Palace and he's on penalties and whatnot. So the next person I'll be looking at bringing in is James Maddison. He's on excellent form. He's going under the radar here. Now, Leicester are not a great side at the minute, don't get me wrong. However, Maddison is nicely ticking along and getting a lot of points. I believe he's had a return in each of his 3 fixtures. He does have Chelsea next, which you may look at as a bad fixture, but they just lost Koulibaly to a red card. And, you know, if Leeds have got a 3 against them, why won't Leicester score? So, and they also do have very good fixtures after that match. So keep an eye on James Maddison. Then the final transfer is going to be Ivan Perisic. Now, I had Perisic in my pre-draft side for the whole time basically, and took him out because Conte said, you know, he was going to have issues. So then Ryan Sessegnon, of course, played the first 2 game weeks. However, now Perisic could be starting in that side, and that is very tempting. He got an assist in the last game, as well as keeping a clean sheet, and got a haul of 12 points, which is superb. He now faces a Nottingham Forest side, which I think there could be a good chance of a clean sheet for Tottenham in this match. And, you know, they have decent fixtures going forward. So keep an eye on Ivan Perisic. There is potential that I might get him into my side, but it's a wait and see really. So now on to my game week 4 team, and this is how we'll be lining up. So in the goalkeeper position, we have Meslier back in the side after keeping a clean sheet against Chelsea. You know, Brighton have been in decent form actually, and you know, this is not an easy game for them to keep a clean sheet. However, Leeds been decent form themselves, and I'm hoping that they can kick on from that clean sheet against Chelsea. Then we have Cancelo against Palace. Man City are the best side in the league. I say this every week, and I'll stick by that. And I do think they can keep a clean sheet against anyone. Of course, they conceded 3 against Newcastle. However, I do believe Newcastle are a better side than Palace, so I'm hoping that Cancelo can get a clean sheet. Then we have James against Leicester. Now, Chelsea didn't look too good against Leeds. However, James is always that attacking threat, isn't he? He did play at right centre back again, which is a downside. Hopefully he can go back to the right wing back where he's more attacking, but he is on set pieces, and I think he's going to be good no matter what game they have. So then we have Trippier against Wolves. Now, Wolves don't score many goals at all, so I think this is a good fixture for Trippier, and I'm looking here to get a potential clean sheet, maybe with something else as well. He scored a banging free kick against Manchester City. Of course, he's on set pieces for them, so maybe he can get a return again as well as a clean sheet in the next match. And then we have Trent. Now, he's done nothing so far for us in FPL apart from cost us a lot of money and do nothing. So hopefully, Bournemouth can be a turning point for him. Bournemouth are not a good side, if I'm being honest. Liverpool, they need to turn their season around. You know, of course, it's only 3 games we've seen, but they've looked shocking so far, in my opinion. And Trent needs to turn up. 7.5 million. I could downgrade that to Perisic and be happy. So he's on thin ice. Let's move on to the midfield. So in midfield, we have Gabriel Martinelli against Fulham. I can't hype this guy up enough. 6.4 million, I believe he is now. 3 returns in a row. He looks superb. Arsenal looks superb. Against Fulham, great fixture. Happy to own him. Then we have Gross against Leeds. Now, again, this guy is on good form. He's getting into the positions. He's getting into the box. Attacking. 5.6 million. Happy to own him. And Leeds at home is not a bad fixture, really. I do think he might get another return. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Then we have Salah against Bournemouth. Now, this would be prime captaincy if he was on good form. And I know you could say he's got 2 goals and assist in 3. It sounds good, but I've watched the games and he's just not been involved at all. Maybe this can be a turning point, like I said, for Trent for him, and you know, you can go blow them away, but I don't really see that happening, to be honest. So I'm going to stick with the form, and yeah, he's not going to be my captain, but he will be my vice captain, no doubt. And the captaincy is going to go to that man again, Gabriel Jesus. Now, I think he's just playing absolutely wonderful right now. I think Arsenal are the form team in the league. And, you know, Gabriel Jesus was unlucky to come away with just an assist last game week. He had chances, he didn't put them away, and he could have got an assist or whatnot. He also scored as well, which was ruled offside by millimetres. But, yeah, against Fulham, at home, at the Emirates, I think it's a great fixture for him, and I do expect him to do well. Then we have Haaland against Palace. This is a tempting one as well to captain. He scored against Newcastle. I think Haaland could score against anyone. I think Man City can beat, you know, can put goals past anyone. And at home at the Etihad, I like my chances there with Haaland to get a goal at least. So it's tempting to switch between Jesus and Haaland, but for now I'm going to go with Jesus. And then we have Ivan Toney, who is at home against Everton. Great fixture, excellent form. You know, Brentford, they lost against Fulham, so they're going to want to bounce back. Everton, they're just not good, are they? In my opinion, I don't rate them, and I think Toney could have a field day. I'm expecting him to score at least. And then on the bench, of course, we have Ward, cheapest goalkeeper you can get. Chelsea, don't expect a clean sheet. Enough said. Henry against Everton, it's very tough to bench him for this fixture. You know, you don't really get a better fixture than this. Everton don't score many goals. They don't have a goal scorer. It's just, who do I replace from my team? It's a dilemma. I really wouldn't know who to replace. So for now, Henry's going to have to be first spot on the bench. Then we have Neto against Wolves. He's not returned in any game. He's looked alright playing wise, but he's just not getting returns. He's not scoring, not assisting. Wolves, they're not scoring any goals, so he's going to have to sit on the bench and potentially be taken out maybe next week. Then we have Andreas against Arsenal. Arsenal are looking real good right now, so I don't really want to play Andreas against them. Of course, Andreas is on all set pieces, and Mitrovic, of course, is a danger in the air from them cross balls. But yeah, similar to Henry as well, there's just no one to come in for him. So that's going to be the lineup. So that's going to be my, you know, bus team for game week 4. If you have any questions about FPL or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll be happy to answer them. How did you get on this game week? Are you going to make any moves? Are the Liverpool lads out? Should they be in the bin? You know, leave all this in the comment section down below. I'll be looking forward to reading it. But other than that, if you have enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. That would be much appreciated. I'm trying to hit 250 subs in the next month or so. It's a push, but I'm hoping I can make it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you all next time. Cheers, guys.